Hey everybody, Rodman here. Thanks for tuning in to Starsector. So last we left off, we were doing a little bit of bounty hunting in order to try to supplement our lack of money, our dangerous lack of money, so that we could go ahead and purchase more upgrades and infrastructure for our worlds, and I'm going to continue that trend. So before I do a little bit more bounty hunting, we are going to need to sell all of the spoils that we got. I don't know if I'm going to be back to get the goods that were sort of in orbit that I stabilized. I might just chase down contracts and the like. We'll see. But I also want to be on the lookout for some freelance administrators and stuff of that nature. So let's go ahead and do some trading here. What was that? Yeah, I can part with flat cannon. Okay, there we go. Some supplies, some fuel. Good old trades. Oh, I also want to be hiring some new mercenaries. Steady with missile spec? No. I'm not going to be hiring you. Because the VRDOG that I have is no, I don't want a loan. The VRDOG that I have is has missile spec, and I don't need missile spec. So I'm essentially aiming to ditch him in lieu of another officer that might level up better. Sad, but that's just the way it works sometimes. Alright, nothing at the bar. Maybe I'll just buy some black market fuel. Oh, look, I don't even have enough money. Okay, well, forget that. And here I am looking to hire a officer. So what I'm going to do is here, because of that missile spec, I'm going to dismiss him. I'm going to save myself a little bit of money. And then Max, I'm going to put you in command of that ship. And I'll have to add a new officer named VRDOG as soon as I'm able. Steady, ordnance, target, gunny? Yes. I will hire you. Dockside bar, no missions. Okay. So, we have a new pilot. You are now the new VRDOG, and he does not have skills I don't want. He has good skills that I do like. Alright, taking a look at my intel board, there is a bunch of bounties around Hufra. So, what are you? You are a giant cryovolcanic world or a giant primary star. So let's take a look. There's no cryovolcanics there. And that's not giant. There's a cryovolcanic world. Giant primary star. So let's lay in a course for there. I'm just going to transverse jump, save me a little bit of time. Whoa! I just got an interdiction pulse that wasn't even meant for me. It was like a smuggler or pirate fleet or something that pulsed, hit me. They were actually trying to hit someone else. Rude. So rude. Alright, so the cryovolcanic would be here. Now, it might not be this system. It could be somewhere else. In fact, I can tell you right now with certainty it is not here because this is the cryovolcanic world and... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. The person I'm seeking is not here. So, that means they have to be around Gamma Hufra, who also has a cryovolcanic world. Just the one? Yeah, just the one. Let's turn off our transponder. We don't really need them knowing where we are, necessarily. A threat to my fleet waiting on the other side of this. Yeah, that's probably the bounty. Here they are. Alright, let's engage. Fielding all of my ships. Tell all my ships to follow me. And I'm going to head to the Nav Buoy Alpha. Now, one thing I didn't mention is the deployment phase. So when you deploy ships, let's say I want reinforcements, the amount that you are able to deploy is dependent on the size of the two fleets. So let's say our fleet is twice as big, not just in the simple numbers, but in terms of ship composition and all that, we would have twice as many deployment points. So that means that if you have like 5 ships and you go up against a fleet that has 500 ships, you are not going to be able to deploy all 5 of your ships likely, because it will only allow you to deploy the same ratio that you have, roughly. So if you want to avoid pirate fights where they have massive fleets and you're not able to field a lot of your own ships, the best thing you can do is to carry around a lot of ships in reserve, and that way you don't get essentially screwed by deployment, which can be really, really, really bad. Let's say I go... Oh, send a torpedo. Alright, I need to... I thought I could get that ship before I overcooked my engines here, but I can't. Keep firing your torpedoes. I'm going to keep dodging them. So let's say you want to make sure that you can put all of your officers into a battle. The thing that you're going to want to do is to make sure that you've got enough... deployment points, and in order to have those deployment points, you just need to make sure that your fleet isn't dwarfed by the enemies. Oh, look at this Atlas trying to go toe-to-toe with me. I eat Atlases for breakfast. Oh, they're being annoying now. Atlases tend to be like missile ships. At some point, I'm going to need to, the third moon of Mars? That's funny. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, so the flanks, they only have, like, big ships. Not that an Atlas here is dangerous. They're actually pretty... Oh, he's dead. The Paragon just decided, you're dead. I will assist. Goodbye. Oh, my shields are overloaded. Let me go. Ouch. Hide by my Paragon for cover. Thank you. I tried to turn tails to put the damage in my aft, in the back of my ship. Now let's get this Venture out of the way. Vent real quick and go for the Colossus. Colossus is just... They're big, but they're so easy to kill because they're supposed to be cargo ships. Pirates like to retrofit them into fighters, but they make for terrible fighters, as you can see. They're just big, easy targets. So, there's some small ships back here that need squishing. Like you, little wolf. Light speed plus. I mean, you are faster than me. Now, I have them technically defeated, so I can leave this battle and claim victory at any point in time, and I don't really want to chase them down, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to harry their retreat, which is, like, lowering their combat readiness, but it doesn't do me any harm. Squalls, yeah. So, some weapons, but I was mostly here for the bounty. I don't want their ruined enforcers. Thank you very much. I leveled up, as did a whole bunch of the others in my service, so let me deal with that. What do I want to do? First things first, I would like to I put a point in leadership to get Officer Management 1, which gives me the ability to command 2 additional officers, which is going to be important because I do want to expand my fleet. And then some of them leveled up as well, so max power leveled up. Definitely not going to get missile spec. Just fired someone for having it. Evasive action. Maneuverability is pretty good for big ships, especially. Defensive systems maxed. Yeah, no, I'm going to go evasive. And evasive for you too. And power grid management for you. Oh, and combat endurance. I like picking up new skills that I find useful. That way I don't get stuck getting useless ones, or getting ones that I don't much care for. Alright, well that was easy. So the next bounty, let's take a look at all bounties here. Oh, I'm in the wrong world. Wrong section of the world. Bounties. There's a bounty on this guy. He is a bunch of apogees and sunders, so high-tech bounty. And then there's... Oh, that's not close by. Where's this other one? Oh, okay. So someone else pulled the bounty. So where are you? You are... a radiated world near Gamma Hufra. Is there a oh, there's an irradiated world here. I might not even need to leave this solar system. Correct. He's right there. Alright, so everybody support the Paragon. Paragon, go to the sensor jammer. Look at that ugly world in the background there. Tomb world, that's what it is. It's irradiated. It also has ruins there, so after I win this fight, look at how, confident I am. After I win this fight, I will survey it for the ruins. I was expecting a small ship to make it here quick to try to get this sensor jammer. But nope, no such ship as cometh. Where are they all? Alright, well, onward, upward. I'll use my command points, tell them to move in. Oh, hello, I don't wanna... Yeah, no. I don't... Sunders are dangerous. I don't wanna get into that fight without some backup. Alright, Paragon, how many command points do I have? Move here. There we go. Sunders are the ultimate glass cannons, so depending on their loadout, they can be pretty harmless, like this one, or very powerful like my own. It depends if they have burst fire weapons equipped or not. This Sunder is just about dead as well. Yeah, if you just put a long-range laser in a Sunder, it's not that compelling of a ship, but if you put something that packs a bit of a punch in, it can be real devastating. Alright, I'm gonna need help here. This apogee is harassing the heck out of me. Nice, it just overloaded. I'm gonna vent and go in for the kill. I'ma get you, I'ma get you, I'ma get you. Ah, your stupid high-powered lasers. Won't matter when I kill you. Goodbye. Awesome. I'm gonna tell that guy to just escort me around. Alright, so we neutralize that command point. I really ought to capture it, though. It gives me increased weapon range when grabbed. There we go. Sensor jammer. Or rather, it lowers their weapon range. I should say the correct thing. Alright, Apogee. You might be like 3 times my size, but can you punch as hard as I can? I'm thinking not. Yeah, that's right. I busted your ship real good. If you're wondering when I'm going to upgrade to a bigger ship, I don't know. I will eventually, but I don't know when. Ooh, they are hammering me good. It depends if I find the right ship. There's a lot of ships that are, like, on paper better than my Sunder, but that doesn't necessarily mean I enjoy using them as much. I enjoy the maneuverability, the hit and run, the sort of dogfighting of the Sunder. Whereas if I was a, you know, if I was a Legion, I would just sit there and not do much during the course of combat. I was wondering about that. I was like, why isn't he jumping? Alright, so Apogee, Devastator. Or Dominator, rather. Oh, that Apogee's done. It just got into the clutches of the Paragon. Paragon, 4th. And, you know what? Actually, I'm going to do full assault. I don't think any ship in my fleet is at risk of being destroyed in a full assault. Full assault is a free command. You don't need command points or anything like that to tell everyone to full assault. And essentially what it is like everybody just go kill everything. Same with full retreat. Full retreat is like don't do anything, just run. And that, ouch, also does not cost you command points. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ow, 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 I should not have vented. I thought my, Paragon would find the... Oh, wow, okay, the Legion did. I was like, I thought the Paragon would go all in and fight, but... Alright, this, Apogee's dead. Just don't know it yet. This is for hitting me with all those stupid little missiles. Bye-bye. Alright. The enemy is defeated, but there's still ships in service. Well, not that one. What do they have left? Nothing. I don't really see anything, so let's claim victory. One Apogee got away. I'm going to pursue them. Tell my second command to take it, and I'm going to tell just the Paragon to do it. Ship recovery. There's an Apogee that I'm going to take, because it's not too damaged. I'll recover that one. And pick through all the wreckage. I just made my... I don't want that Sunder. I just made a whole lot of money. Pick through the wreckage of this fight, because they did have some pretty good weapons. And let's survey. Extensive ruins. With a Gamma Core. And low-tech blueprints and some other stuff. Cool. Well, I leveled up. Defensive systems would be pretty good for my ship. Because it allows me to dissipate hard flux while my shields are active. Which... can be pretty handy. Taking a look at the fleet here. We have a new Apogee. I could refit a little bit. So this Apogee... I'm just gonna toss some like random weapons in there and like deal with its loadout later. Alright, so it has some very basic loadout. I was poking around. Well, this will be cheap to survey because it's so small. Ultra rich. Man, this system is full of nice things. So now I need to hire an officer to man that apogee that I recovered. And I should set up that apogee a little bit nicer than it currently is. Alright, so there's no ruins here, but I'll survey it. It makes sense to survey some of the systems around your home system, just so that you know what's out there, what you're dealing with. Also, level up my own fleet, so max power. Let's give you higher level gunnery. Arise, Edwards. We'll give you better evasive action. Free dog. Helmsmanship. Alright, so he's got a whole bunch of skills now that I all like. So, not likely to be a dud like the last one. Not a dud, I just didn't want missile spec. Why is there a bounty out here for someone? You do realize my fleet is like as fast as a fleet can get. Pursue them. Second command, I'm just gonna tell my Paragon to squish them. And there was some bounty or something? I don't know. I don't know what that was about because I didn't see a bounty. But I leveled up even from sending my second in command to do that. So, the next point I want to put in. Flux speed boost when I'm at 1% flux. So what that does is it allows you to have the 0 flux boost, the speed boost that you get at 0 flux, but at 1% flux. So that essentially means that you can have your shields up, but still be more than your maximum speed, which is pretty nice. Alright, for whatever reason, I'm just planning on surveying some of wow, there's a lot of wonderful ore here. Some of the worlds around here. Alright, let's bounce. Taking a look at my worlds here. 30-something days for that orbital station. What I need to do is I need to find a better administrator. I'm not a good administrator. So let's go down to the core worlds and see who we can pick up. We also need another mercenary officer to command the new apogee that we have. And I want to refit the apogee because it needs to have the burn drive. Because right now my max speed is 18, not 20. Because it did not come fit with the burn drive. I'm around the core worlds, might as well turn on the beacon, and here we go. Wish me luck! Finding a freelance administrator that's not useless can be tough sometimes. I'm gonna keep some of the bigger weapons here. The smaller weapons I'm not going to worry about as much. I'm not going to sell low-tech blueprints to potential pirates. No thanks. Man, supplies and fuel cost a lot. Alright, open market. I'll sell this, though. I do have the core, but I'm going to turn that into the Tritachyon world. This is not one. No one to hire here. I don't need mercenaries. Thank you. I could take that delivery contract. Alright. So that was a big old price tag on that delivery contract. There was a lot of money there. So don't mind if I do. I'll get there in just a sec. I should have refit my ship, though. Alright, here's a mercenary officer. Steady with a missile spec. Nope. Dockside bar. Nope. Alright, let's refit the ship, the Apogee. So, stabilize shields. What I'm going to first do is strip it down and then compare it to the other one. So the other one has augment field drive and dedicated targeting core, so let's do that. Okay. In the front, I'm going to give it the auto pulse. And then some ion cannon suppression. The other Apogee, I never even added in missiles. Indicative of how little I like the missiles. Here in this, back here, I just want little point defense. Mostly because the Apogee has full coverage shields, but I don't have point defense to put in it. Heavy blaster. Yeah, there's not a lot on the open market here that I like. So I'm going to wait to finish up the retrofitting of this ship until I can maybe buy weapons at this other system. Okay. Alright, I'll just put in a bunch of LR point defense here. A heavy burst laser. And a burst laser. Looks good enough. It has somewhat underpowered weapons compared to the other ship, but that's fine. Weapon groups. Autopulse 1. Ion cannons 2. And all the PDs on 3. And 4. Alright. Cool. It's just an Apogee. It's not amazing, but it will do. Alright, I did pick up a delivery contract. So if I go to my accepted, wait, when did I agree to deliver food? Alright, so I have the organics to deliver, but I don't have the food. I must have sold it. Oh, boy. So, black market. Buying some food. And open market. So how much food do I need? I need, $15.90. Ugh. Boy, I screwed that up. I really don't remember picking that one up. But I can rectify it by buying food and delivering it. They don't care what kind of food, just that food gets delivered. Oh, I am maxed out on size, so let me deliver these organics. So the organic delivery is to down there. Whoa. Alright, storm just shoved me. Free acceleration. Well, not free. Broke some of my shit, but that's okay. Oh, I see why. This is a Luddite world. That's why they didn't want to come here. Alright, so I just deliver the organics. And I need 1590 food. So that's... There we go. And done that one too. Cool. Got a little bit more money to play with. Let's refit, see if there's better weapons here. They just have burst PDs. I'll add the burst PDs. They're more powerful than what I had in there. What about a medium slot? Man, they really don't have any medium slot weapons. This is sadness. Alright. Ordnance points. Almost even. Okay, cool. Trade. Sell the other lasers. And no free people to hire. So let's get out of this Luddite church system ASAP. And I'm looking to hire a freelance administrator and a maybe 2 more mercenaries for now. Another thing I wanted to do, Livueta. You have your orbital station. I'm going to do growth incentives. I'm going to incentivize as much as I can. And then Bezel, even though your orbital station is not done yet, I'm going to do the same. And that will allow those systems to grow. And in growing, they add population capacity for... oh, there's pirate activity coming to Rama. Okay, I'm going to have to deal with that. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Freelance Administrator. He is Fleet Logistics 3, which is... accessibility, larger fleets. Yeah, that wouldn't be terrible. It's not amazing. So of the 3 skills that you can have industrial planning, which makes you some more money. You can have fleet logistics, which increases the accessibility, which is like trade and stuff. And then the last one is planetary operations, which is stability and defenses. Industrial planning is probably what I'm looking for primarily. Steady with... Oh, cool. And he doesn't... Okay, yeah. Offer to hire you. For now... How expensive it is to hire him? No. I don't think he'll pay for himself. But what I do need to do is... Is this a Tritachyon? Yeah. This is a Tritachyon world. So let's talk to the station commander and turn in the Gamma Core. Oh, I did that wrong. There we go. Confirm. What else is there? There is Nova Maxios. And then I should head back to Rama. I also should probably buy some fuel and supplies. I'll even open market some. That's kind of expensive. Comms. Industrial planning. All right, let's hire that guy. See? I'm glad I waited. And reckless with defensive systems. That's weird. I don't tend to like reckless pilots. So we need to go back to Rama. I'm just going to jump. Putting the new dude, Monday, into the apogee that I acquired. And then putting the administrator. So here's the difference. Net income 13.5, let's call it. 14.7. He's not yet paying for himself, but he's better at it than I am. And he's going to be able to... The real advantage with him, with the Industrial Planning 3, is the industries... he'll be able to supply more industry from Bezel, which means more mining. Also, 1 day away from having my orbital station up, which is pretty cool. And that got completed. So the next thing to do when you're colonizing is, now that I have the orbital station, what you really want is stability. Now, some of my stability is lost right now due to pirate activity, which is unfortunate, but you can increase it by adding a patrol HQ. So on Libueta, I'm going to build a patrol HQ, and as you can see, I no longer have money for another one. I just basically bankrupted myself. So I need to go bounty hunt or something. Yeah, I almost have no money. I need to go bounty hunt or something to make up the remainder of that money. There is a surveying some barren world here with the to make a quick buck. So what did I just accept? Zumu, a barren world. Okay. Let's do that, and then we'll deal with the pirates. I just don't want to go bankrupt. Alright, Zumu's near this jump point. There it is, next to a debris field. Alright, there's my 30 grand. Haven't really surveyed this place yet. But let me jump out and go deal with the stability issues that I have at home. And then I'm going to need to make some money. 'Cause I am poor as you can be. Just about. Barely staying afloat. Trade, bounties, treasure hunting, those are all pretty valid ways to do it. Alright, so the pirate activity essentially means that there's a pirate base nearby. What? The remnants took over? Oh, that's absurd. Alright, and I bought a beer for someone that was sitting in the bar, and he told me where the pirate base that is harassing me is. So the exact location is in Delta Denai or whatever. Oh, and I have 18 days for a pirate raid coming in. I did not think the remnants would take over. Let me take control of my buoy, my structures here. I guess that what I need to do is some remnant hunting. I need to kill off the remnants of the remnants and make sure that they quit stealing my stuff. Now, what will likely happen soon is my colonies are going to start to under Belta control. That's what I like to see. They're going to start to create fleets that patrol, and in doing so, that will keep me pretty well protected. I'll keep my holdings my own. So the base location. Oh, he just told me it's like here-ish. Cool, dude. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll definitely have the right system. Let's kill their nav buoy so they don't move so fast. I'm going to break for salvage. Because if I claimed it, they could just reclaim it. But I already moved super fast, so it's in my advantage to destroy it. And here, there it is. Consider military options. Launch a raid. Continue to battle. I think I'm just going to deploy the apogees and have them be left, right wing for the Paragon. Have the Paragon search and destroy, and I'll float. This is just a base bashing. So what's happening is pirates are using this as a command point in order to launch attacks on my colonies, which lowers the stability of the system I live in. So in blowing up this space, this pirate base, I'm going to increase the stability of my colony worlds. But this, I always forget how slow Paragons are. Alright, I just ordered the Paragon to eliminate. As you can see here, I'm just getting hecked at by their, it's a one-sided, oh, it's a one-sided station? Alright, I can use that to my advantage. I overloaded, but I'm out of their line of sight now. Oh, not fully. And those torpedoes just walloped. Right, this is for damaging my ship. Now the stations here are pretty tanky. I might be a scrappy ship, but I don't pack much of a punch. But luckily, I can maneuver and just go to their blind side and vent. Alright, seem to have gotten their attention. Let's go do some venting. Uh-oh, that's gonna hurt. My, the Paragon in my fleet is, trying to chase this, the wrong way. So I'm gonna order a move order that maybe has him going the right way. Oh, you know what? This is dead. There it is. Claim victory. I pretty much did that myself. Alright, they have a Pilum. I like Pilum. It's one of the only type missiles that I like, just for the crazy range. A bunch of people leveled up. And there's going to be debris to pick through. And this is what happens when you attack me. So if you take a look, the stability of my worlds here are now back up because there's no longer pirate activity. But that's somewhat of a lie because we already know that pirates are coming here within 19 days. Now, whether I have to actually deal with that pirate attack or not is up to, well, let's see. If I go to, what is it called? Colony threats? It is a somewhat weak, comprised of one fleet heading my way. And it actually might have been one of the fleets that I found sitting around here, like this one. So I'm going to attack this guy. Because if it's this fleet, the pirate station that I blew up was the one that fielded the fleet. So if it is this fleet, I don't have to wait around 18 days, which is going to somewhat bankrupt me. I can just hit it off and destroy them, you know, much, much sooner. Oh, a 2-for-1. You and your little ships that think they can harm me. Or your big ships, too. I'm coming fast for that Colossus. I definitely fielded more ships than I needed to. The penalty for doing that is I spent a lot more supplies than I needed to. There's a few little ones left. Let me just go wipe them up, providing they're not full tilt fleeing. I don't want to chase them forever, especially not a lasher or a strike, a gremlin, because they warp around. They're very annoying. But you are not going to be able to phase away from me, are you? Nope. This other one, how fast are you moving? 160, and now I'm moving at 154. So yeah, I'll let you go because I'm not going to get you. I'll harry your retreat. Ship recovery, nope. Salvage, yes. More salvage, nope. I leveled up. What do I want? I'm gonna do, hit strength for armor reduction. And have I dealt with the colony threat? Nope, that was not the right fleet. That's too bad. Was hoping, but was wrong. Oh, no, it was. The raid just failed, which means I'm off the hook and no longer have to babysit my home colony. But I'm just about out of time, guys, so we'll have to pick this up next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. If you're a patron of mine would like a ship or officer or something like that named after you, just reach out to me on Discord. If you're not a patron and would like to do that, patreon.com/Radama starts at like $1 a month. Pretty cheap. All right, well, adios, everybody.